everybody knew me as Tonga Kid, but now we're running into tag matches. There was more tag matches popping up then. So they matched me up with King Tonga, and I met King Tonga in Montreal, Canada. That's where I first met King Tonga, and I actually wrestled him. It was King Tonga versus Tonga Kid. Try to put that together, you know. So it was me versus King Tonga, and that's where I met King Tonga at. And then he came to New York City, and then that's when we created the Islanders. Because remember, the British Bulldogs came in too at the time, right? I think we were there before they got in, and then you came in the Killer Bees. Then you had the Strike Force, and then there's just so many other great tag teams. The Dream Teams were there, I think it was, and Bobby Heenan only had certain people to manager. So we were that good at what we did as the Islander. We almost sort of stepped up to like Appa and Sika's when they were the Samoan tag teams, remember, in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
But we were like mostly of the fresher. We had the speed and the power. So I think the combination of me and Haku, King Tonga was meant to be at that time. And to be manager on top of that by the great Bobby Heenan, it was awesome. One thing with Bobby Heenan, I can say this, he can rest in peace. Not only that he was a good talker and a good manager, but he was the type of person, he sort of kept everything, he sort of kept them things to himself. Because a lot of people ask me, how was he? Did you guys ever travel with him? Did you guys go here? No, me and Haku always rode in our own car. We never, ever traveled with Bobby the Brain Heenan. We only see him at the building. He dresses in his room. We dress in ours. When it's time to come out, we meet him at halfway to the curtain, and we walk out, and we only see him in the ring when he's there with us. When we get back to the dressing room, we don't see him at all. That was our relationship with Heenan. He was sort of like the low pro guy, keep to himself type of guy,
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you this much, me and King Tonga were the same. I was mostly like that funny guy and that joking guy, and I could piss any wrestler off, and I don't have to worry about it because I got King Tonga on my side. I didn't have to worry. I didn't give a shit who it was. It could be Hulk Hogan. Now, keep in mind, all that shit is entertainment in the ring. But when you come out of the ring, one of the baddest ass in professional wrestling, I'm talking about a shoot. I'm talking about you name it. He'll probably knock some of these MMA fighters out and these UFC guys out. That's how bad King Tonga was. And it was an honor for me just to be, I usually stir a lot of shit up just to see how really bad he was. I didn't have to do much. I didn't really have to do much. I was so happy to be on his side. I would walk around and tease wrestlers just for the hell of it, because I know they won't even mess with me because King Tonga. I'm not saying I was a chicken shit, but I know how to stand my ground. But just to have somebody like that behind me and somebody that loves me, and to this day, King Tonga still loves me. He always called me kid. He's never called me by my real name or my wrestling name. Every time I see him and I travel with him, come on, kid. Come on, get the bag. Let's go. Come on, let's go to the gym. Get up, kid. He never called me any other thing but kid.